Hey, Damian, it's one thing to come back from being down 20 once, but to do it twice, how impressive or how impressed were you with the team for pulling that off? Although CJ said it's almost as impressive to fall down by that much twice. And also, what did it say about this team's resolve to pull that off?
I think it says a lot about our character as a team and what we're becoming and how we I think we've always been that team that didn't lose fight. We've always stayed in it and fought to the end. But I think we're a little bit more experienced now. We brought in some guys with experience, and we starting to trust what our coaches are putting in with the game plans and the changes we made defensively and offensively, letting the ball bounce around. We just trusting, and I think tonight it got bad early. We was down 20 and we didn't stop trusting. We didn't go our own ways. We stayed together and we fought through it together. We got back into it. And then we went down again. And I think because we saw it once, we came in the huddle saying, we've been here before. It's not the position we want to be in, but let's just keep fighting. Let's just keep pushing forward. And we battled back in. And when it was time to win the game, I think the 6-minute mark, it was like a tie game or a 1-point game. And at that point, I think our experience and our resolve really showed. We made the plays on both ends of the floor to win the game. And I think the pace that they play at gave us the opportunity to do that.
Thanks.
Next question's
I
coming
also
from...
saw your tweets where you was saying that it was a backcourt better than me and CJ too.
Today?
Well, I don't see how it would be today after tonight, but I did. You were saying
I
you were
raised
saying the Wizards backcourt.
I raised it as an option because someone said there was no contest. So I said, well, what about Beal and Westbrook?
Next question's coming from Dwight James with NBC Sports Northwest.
Hey, Dan, both times you guys got down 19 or 20, you erased the deficit so fast with a bunch of threes, just flurries of threes both times. And Coach has been talking for a couple of years now about shooting more threes.
Yeah.
And it seems like this year you guys are really proving the value of that. I mean, they shot a better percentage on threes than you guys did, but you just shot more of them and made more of them.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously, like you said, Coach has been emphasizing we need to get more threes up. It's becoming a 3-point shooting league more and more each year. And if you don't shoot enough of them, you're going to have a hard time winning the game because if you don't shoot a lot of them, you won't have a chance to make a lot of them. Like you said, they shot a better percentage, but we continued to penetrate and pitch and take those open shots. And, I think it really helped us that we were creating high quality looks. We got penetration. We were kicking it out for threes. And then if we kicked it out and they closed out, we were making that extra pass. I think Gary Trent had a lot of extra swings tonight, that people won't realize, because he made a lot of threes tonight, but he swung a lot of them where he could have shot and it led to an even better or higher quality three. And I think that's what it came down to. We produced high quality threes tonight and, we didn't pass up any of them. We just took them and we just kept firing. And I think because we did that, we was able to, erase those leads. It wasn't, 8 and 9 minutes to fight back and cut it to 8. It was like, all right, we down 20 and we was cutting it to 7 pretty fast because we was, bang, 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 timeout, come out, get a stop, hit another 3. And, that lead is pretty much gone. It's a 3-4 possession game with a lot of time remaining. So I think the shots, the threes that we created, with penetration and making the extra pass and trusting each other really paid off for us.
Thank you.
Next question's coming from Casey Holdall with Trailblazers.com.
Dave, you talked about backcourts. You and CJ only came out for 1 turnover tonight. And particularly last game, you had 8.
Yeah.
And so I was wondering, did you come into this game thinking like, I need to take care of the ball? I mean, you got to go every other game with 0 turnovers. I just noticing in your box.
Yeah, I mean, I take pride in taking care of the basketball. I know it's in my hands a lot. It's in CJ's hands a lot. And if we don't take care of the basketball, our team is going to suffer because of it. And like you said, I just got done talking to Coach. I was telling him, I just had 8 turnovers last game because they were saying, you had 13 assists and no turnovers. And I just kind of mentioned that, last game I was just flipping the ball all over the place. But also before that, I had a few games where I had 0 turnovers. And I think that's my responsibility and CJ's responsibility because, our team trusts us and counts on us to make plays and score the ball and take care of the ball. And when we take care of it, usually we get more shots up. We have higher quality possessions. And when we don't, we suffer. We struggle with that. And I think tonight, because we didn't turn the ball over, it allowed us to get a lot of shots up. We didn't have empty possessions where we come down and don't get a shot up. And if we turn the ball over tonight, 4 or 5 times each, we don't have enough possessions and enough shots up to, I guess, put a dent in those 20-point leads that they built up. So I think that played a huge part in us being able to come back from 20 twice, taking care of the ball and making sure that we got shots up.
Nick Krupke with Fox 12. Go ahead.
Given the significance of such a wild year with so much still going on, what is the significance for you to be home and not having to get on a plane for almost 2 weeks now?
I mean, it is what it is. We on the road, our whole team, before they even tightened up the rules on the road, we were staying in a hotel. We would go to shoot around, come back to the hotel, go to the room, play the game, go to the room. I'm not messing around with this COVID. I got to make sure that I'm protecting myself and my teammates and doing what's being asked of me. So we don't put each other in a bad situation, and everybody else is taking those same precautions. And if we want our season to continue, that's what it has to be. So, I've been super careful when I go home. I'm in the house with my fiance and my son, and I'm staying there. I haven't even been able to spend time with my family, and all of them living in Lake Oswego and West Lynn too. So, I'm taking it serious. And we got a responsibility that we need to hold up. And that's all I've been focused on. So, it will be nice to be in our own beds and be around our families. But, COVID doesn't have any friends, and just being home, you can still slip up and go visit somebody or just pull up to somebody's house or, whatever the case might be. And, that could flip everything upside down. So, like I said, it'd be nice to be at home with my son and with my fiance and in my own bed and, comfortable for a few weeks for sure.
Orlando Sanchez, KGW. Go ahead.
Dame, your stat line tonight, the broadcast mentioning how historic it was. You mentioned how much pride you take in taking care of the ball, but when you see 13 assists and no turnovers, what does that mean? What does that signify to you when you have that type of night?
Like I said, I focus on taking care of the ball, and I wasn't out there not trying to take risk or I wasn't out there thinking about a turnover. I just don't play that way. But I just think each possession was, I knew that each possession was even more valuable tonight just because of the deficit that we was facing, in the first half and in the second half. So I just think subconsciously I was a little more calculated, and I was, making the easy play. I wasn't looking for home run passes. I was taking what was there. Even when I was attacking downhill, I wasn't trying to make a spectacular play. I was seeing where the help was coming from, who they was helping off of, and I was making that pass. Even if it was going to be a hockey assist and somebody else would make the assist, I was just making the play that I saw. And I was just, being strong with the ball. And that led to 13 assists and 0 turnovers.
Do you just get used to throwing it up there for Derek Jones Jr.? He's looking down at the rim on one of those plays.
That should be the play that I never turn the ball over on, because it was 2 different times tonight where I just threw the ball up there to where I knew it was only one person that can get it. And, that's a pretty easy job, because it's a level that he can go to that I'm not sure nobody else in the league can go to get that ball. So if I turn the ball over on one of those, man, I deserve 2 turnovers.
All right.